What is happening, folks? It's Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you back a more than meets the eye episode of The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, where we unbox, give our first reaction, talk about all things pop culture, mainly Star Wars, Transformers, anime, McFarlane figures, and anything pop culture. That includes going to conventions and things like that. So if this is your first time here and you like that kind of stuff, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so that way you can get notified of all sorts of great things. And just to let you know, coming up in a few weeks, in the first week of December, we will be going to Yamacon, which is an anime convention held in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I cannot wait for that. I'm thinking about cosplaying for that one. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. And we also just launched our November giveaway to giveaways, so make sure you look at that video there as well. But we are here to talk about a new bot I just got in the mail that I'm so excited. It is a huge little tiny bot. It is a legend size bot with masterpiece type transformation, a collaboration between two companies. So let's take a look at what that bot is. My latest acquirement, or whatever you want to say, DX9 Mini-01 Visili. Hey, what's the matter you? There we go. But as we all know him as, he's either known as DoubleDealer or DoubleClouder, depending on who you are. DoubleDealer first appeared in the UK continuity of Marvel Comics. Then we also saw him, finally got his screen debut on the War for Cybertron trilogy, but he's been throughout the comics. And then DoubleClouder was in Super God Master Force, and so whichever one you know him by, this is him. He turns into a bird, a missile launcher, and a robot. What else do you need? Bird, missile launcher, robot, missile launching bird. So he can flip a bird in more ways than one. So but this is the box. And so DX9, if y'all don't know who they are, they're a company that makes third-party legend scale. They were around for a while, and then they stopped, and then they partnered with Magic Square on this one. So hopefully we'll see more coming out from DX9 in the future. But here is the box: the front, the side, the back, the side, and there's not much to the box. Telling you, hey, not for under children under 6 years. Please pick up not for child play. Look at that. It's not for child play on that. So all right. So not necessarily the most professional box, but it's not on the outside, it's what's on the inside that counts. So let's get out Vasili and let's get him onto my table. Here he is, DoubleClouder or DoubleDealer, whichever way you want to name him. Now, some of y'all who are really into it is like, well, DoubleClouder has the white and DoubleDealer has the gray. I don't care. I'm just glad that they made him into a legend scale. He's very cool. This is my first one. I do have a Fans Hobby version one that I'll do a review on later, so that's more of a masterpiece scale one, but this is my legend scale one, and I'm excited to have this. I mean, it feels just like Magic Square on this. It feels exactly like it. So you could tell Magic Square has had its fingerprint on this. So in the package you get him, his two guns, and then just hidden you get his two little engine masters here. Here's one of them. And the other one, can you guess where he's at? Can you guess? Yep. He's right here. So you can kind of pull him off. Come on off. There you go. And we'll get him open. And there they are. Right there. His arms are kind of in the way, but there we go. But yeah, you got his two little Knock and Scar from DoubleDealer's days. So this one's Knock and this one's Scar. In DoubleClouder, both of these are Clouder, just two different versions of Clouder on that. So Clouder Chowder. But that is him. And this, I'm going to put there's not much posability to these guys, and I'll just bring them in a little closer so you can kind of see them. But they are cute. They're neat. They do the job, what needs to be done on that. So that's very cool. I love the fact they could have easily not included those, and I'm so glad that they did. And so we'll stick this guy right back where he belongs, right there, so that way he looks good. But overall impression so far, very, very cool. And from a height standpoint, just like most of your legend scale, they're going to be between 3 to 4 inches, you know, around there maybe. Yep. He's about 2.5 ramen packets high on the ramen scale. I'll bring in Godzilla so you can see how he is to Godzilla right there. But very, very cool little bot. And so let's bring him in closer for a better look. I'm going to pop my camera up just a little bit. And there he is. I love the detail. I love the face. Legend scale figures are so cool because they got that masterpiece level transformation in such a tiny package. And I have more. I just haven't opened them and reviewed them yet because part of them for me is Magic Square. It's a little difficult to transform. Now, this one right here, what's going to make it even more difficult is it did not come with any instructions. And if any of y'all know Magic Square, doing Magic Square without any instructions is like, well, assembling IKEA furniture without any instructions, right? It's like, it's just basically impossible. It's like trying to beat that dude in the hot dog eating competition. You can't do it. Can't do it. There it is. But look at that face. It is nice. The body, just a nice detail there. I really, really appreciate it. I love the blues and the blacks on this. And then we'll just kind of put them to the side so you can kind of see. Got a little bit of a backpack, and then this right here is not, this is not indicative of Magic Square here. I mean, typically this is cleaned up a bit more on a Magic Square. Everything's like tabbed in and hidden, but that's a little interesting there, but that's okay. And then there we go. So you could pick him up. I think I got him for $28 off of Magic Square's website. Of course, plus shipping, he's going to probably be about $32, $33 on that. So from an articulation, I mean, the head does move up and down. It is on a ball. And then the arms, you do got that right there. You also do have rotation all the way around. You have rotation here, and then you do have the elbow bend that's more than 90 degrees. The fingers don't fing, but they are there nonetheless, and they do rotate too as well. The waist, you don't have an ab crunch, but you do have, you can have a twist if you take the engine out. So, but if the engine's in, no twist, but if you take that out, you do have a twist there. And then let's lift the arm so we can kind of take a look at the legs. When you get that out, you cut. It's a really tight, so you got to kind of pull this out. You don't want to break anything, but you don't have the Jean-Claude on this guy. I think it's the nature of it being a triple changer, but you do have the 90-degree bend right there. You do have him kicking up. He does kick back just a hair, a little bit. This kind of gets in the way, the leg skirt, and this backpack kind of gets in the way. And then for there's a twist on the knee, and then you do have the little bit of an ankle tilt there, so that way you can kind of pose them however you would like. And then the cool thing is the cannon, you can either have him holding both, or you can put one right here, and everything kind of pegs in really, really tight. That's what she said. And then let's put that engine back in. There we go. And then you can have him holding the other one right here as kind of the gun. And what's cool is these both combine to make that missile. So there you go. You got him. He's holding stuff. He looks awesome. And he's ready to do the battle. So let me show you how he compares in size to some other Legend figures, as well as some other sized Transformers. So we'll be right back. And here is DoubleClouder compared to some of his fellow bots. And so let's move you out of the way so I can just kind of share who all is here. So this is New Age's David, and this is Magic Square Swindle. So I think from a height standpoint, they're pretty accurate. I wish I had a Magic Square Optimus. I do have one, I just don't have him out of the box. Then you have, of course, this is Core Class Optimus right here from the Transformers Legacy. Deluxe Goldbug, got Bludgeon, and we have, of course, the Studio Series 86 Ultra Magnus. So that is how he looks compared to everybody. And so we'll get these guys out of the way. and just kind of keep him with his legend scale figure, so you can kind of just get a better look at what he looks like with those legend scale bots right there. So yeah, there he is. We'll kind of turn him to the side, give you a little side profiling and styling. There we are. Missiles in the way. Let's go to the other side. This is basically your lineup here. This is you're in jail. You're getting your photograph taken. There we go. But there you can kind of see just a little bit from a size comparison. So David, I'll move you over here. Not Optimus Prime is what you are known as. Sorry, bumped my camera. And then Swindle, let's get you over here, or Munitioner. And then let's move this little guy, and then we'll get you here, and we're going to do my best to get him transformed. I'm probably going to have to look online to see if there's any instructions, but you won't watch me do this off the camera. And so we're going to get him transformed into his vehicle mode, and then we'll transform him into his bird mode, and then we'll get him back into robot mode. So let's do it. Here we are, DoubleDealer Vasili in vehicle mode. So mode number 2 of 3. And I found an amazing YouTube instructional on how to transform him. I mean, step by step, worked really great. I'll put a link in the description down below so that way y'all could have it too. But it's from Magma Motion. They did a really good job at giving me that step by step, but it transforms a lot like a Magic Square transformer. A lot of tabbing, a lot of different things, and there was a lot of tight joints that I was afraid I was going to break, but the plastic is very forgiving on these. So here he is, and he does roll like rolling things should, but looks very, very cool. I mean, there's pros and cons to triple changers. Is you can kind of, they don't do all the modes really great, but I think of all the triple changers, this one does it pretty well. But yeah, there's his weapon, that missile right there. You can see the head is just kind of hiding right in there, but let's bring that. Let me actually bring this up. Sorry, I probably was showing you all that stuff and you didn't see any of it, so let's bring it back here. So there it is. Like I said, lots of tabbing, lots of different things there, but overall, very nice looking little missile launcher. You can kind of see the head, it's just peeking in right there. Again, colors are nice, does a really, really great job. But there it is from the top, from the side, from the back, from this side, and from the bottom. Everything cleans up pretty nicely, but not as, like I would say, as a Magic Square. You can kind of see there's a little bit of a difference in kind of just the overall cleanliness of it. Magic Square I would give the nod to from a clean looking standpoint, but still, DX9 for your foray back into everything. This thing looks really, really good, and you still have both of his little power masters, his little engine masters right here that they can kind of hang out and go, hey, you know what, let's go ahead, let's do some destruction. And so we'll put that back down, and so you can kind of have them hanging out. You can have them sitting if you want to. You can kind of go boom, however you want to play with them how you like. But that is DoubleDealer or DoubleClouder. I think I'll call him DoubleClouder, because here's my hope: that we're going to get more legend scale Japanese Transformers. And of course, all Transformers are Japanese, but I'm talking from the Japanese continuity. So Super God Master Force, Transformers Victory, Transformers Zone. Those ones I think would be really, really cool. And we know that Iron Factory is coming out with a Lio Kaiser whenever, I don't know, but they are. So there we are from a ramen scale. He's about 1 ramen packet long. So let's see how he looks compared to some other vehicles. And here is DoubleDealer Vasili compared to some others. I've got Magic Square Swindle, Magic Square Brawl, I've got the Core Class Bumblebee, and of course Transformers Legacy Blitzwing. And so if we turn them to the side, you can kind of see from a length standpoint where they each kind of land. So there is Swindle and Vasili. There is Brawl and Vasili, almost about the same size there. Bumblebee, and then Blitzwing right there. So that is how he looks. This is a very cool mode. I wish I would have got more of them so that way I could have had them in all their modes. But now we're going to get him into his third mode, which is bird mode. Bird, 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 bird's the word. Everybody's talk about the bird. Double Dealer he's the bird. Bird, 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 bird's the word. I can't do an eagle voice, but here he is, Double Dealer in his bird form. Very, very cool. Now, this is not my favorite form because it just kind of goes, let's just kind of move this here nonchalant and move this here there, because you can kind of see a lot of parts and stuff, and I'll show you what I mean here, but just want to bring him in so that way y'all could see him. There he is from the front, from the side, from the back. He's got that junk in his trunk. He's still got turn lights on there. And then from the side there as well. But that is Double Dealer. Let me get him off the stand so we can kind of show some of the highlights about Double Dealer as the bird. Flip him the bird. But if you kind of take a closer look, you can kind of see the face, the eyes. He's got this kind of backpack here. And then, of course, the junk in the trunk there. But you can kind of see down here, it's just kind of like, yeah, this part kind of was like confusing to me in the whole thing. But overall, again, triple changers, they usually don't do all three forms very well. They usually only do like one or two of them. And this one so far has two forms that I think it does really well. This third form is okay. But for a legend, what else do you expect, right? But that is him right there. I mean, I think he looks kind of cool, don't you? And you can have him stand too as well, so you can kind of get these feet back in right here, and we can kind of put him down standing. And let me bring the camera back down. Camera. As y'all are getting motion sick from all my movements there. But there it is. Yeah, you can have him stand like a little bird that you can, and he can go Polly wants a cracker and things like that. But from a height standpoint, when you look at him, here is New Age David next to him. So that's what he kind of looks like from a bird standpoint. Kind of would be cool if I took, let me bring Studio Series Ultra Magnus in here. And if I wanted Ultra Magnus to be a pirate, we could have a bird for him. Look at this. Watch this. Da, da, da. Look at that. Pirate Magnus. Yarr. Ultra Magnus is the best old pirate. And he's got Double Dealer as his bird. And then that's it right there. That's kind of interesting right there. That's kind of cool. But you know what? Like I said, overall, just kind of this mode it's functional. About 2.5 ramen, maybe 2 ramen packets high right there. So you can kind of see that. But overall, pretty functional. It's good. But that's my thoughts about that. So let's get back together for my final thoughts on Double Dealer. So my final thoughts on Double Dealer, DoubleClouder, whatever you want to call him, Vasili, DX9 Magic Square collaboration. There it is. Really cool. I kind of did this. I got inspiration from Death Saurus, and I decided to take this second little Power Master there and stick him like right here. It kind of fits. And so he's almost like a chest piece. I don't know if you can kind of see that. Like a chest piece right there for Double Dealer. But the cool thing is you can swap that and that out if you wanted to as well. So if you wanted more of a kind of a cool looking belt instead of an engine looking belt, you can do that. Overall thoughts and impressions, I like them. There's 2 out of 3 of the forms is really, really great. The vehicle form and the robot form, I think, are awesome. The bird form, it could be better on that. Now, one of the things in the bird form that I didn't show you is you can put the missile on his back, so that way it could be there, so that way he can carry a missile on his back. But the bird form did leave a little bit more desired for, and that's the nature of anything that's a triple changer. There's usually one of those forms that's not as good as the others. Now, not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it just isn't as good as the others. The feel of the plastic feels like a Magic Square bot. It looks like a Magic Square bot, transforms like a Magic Square bot. There's just a couple little differences, like again, the back here could be cleaned up a little bit, but I love the color. I am glad that they're releasing these guys. Some of y'all that love the English G1 comic, then you'll love DoubleDealer. For those of y'all that love Super God Master Force, then you'll love DoubleClouder. On a scale of good, bad, awesome, I think he's pretty awesome. The transformation, if I didn't have the video, it would have been tough. Been very tough. But once I watched that video, got through the transformation, I was able to kind of get him back into robot mode pretty much on my own. I needed to look at that video one more time just to see, but I was pretty much able to do that. Joints are very tight. Everything is really nice on it. He's got a nice backpack. I don't know, maybe I'm wondering if I can do something here. I wonder if I can bring the wings out and kind of like have him like as an angel. I don't know. We'll try that another day, because you know what? I've got another DoubleDealer and we'll compare the legend size to that one, but that's for another video. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Tune in next time when we do talk about something good, bad, or awesome. But in the meantime, y'all remember, stay young, have fun, and double your pleasure, double your fun, and stay awesome. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye now.
Thank you.